an impressive response, and I know a lot of people picked up on this, to the haka that the All Blacks do at the beginning of their match. And you guys went out, and this was quite controversial, wasn't it? Because your reaction was somewhat different, and I guess part of the point of the haka before the match is to intimidate you. Would that be right?
Well, it gives them an immediate advantage, doesn't it? Gives them the upper hand because they're already doing something different prior to a game than just standing there singing your anthem. So it's their tradition. It's been part of the sport for God knows how many years. But as a lot of them have come out and said since, they actually respected us a lot more for a response because it usually requires a response.
Yeah.
Well, it's a war dance, so you need a response for it. And that's what we gave them, just to show them that we're ready.
And you formed a sort of V there. Whose idea was to go into the V shape?
Well, it's Joe.
It wasn't my idea, and it wasn't meant to be a V.
Yeah.
What?
So we met the night before, didn't we? And
so you planned it?
Yeah, we met the night before and we said, look, it's a challenge and we want to face the challenge and make sure that they know that we're up for it. So we said, like, let's get sort of a semicircle and all that. And a few lads were still confused, weren't they? So we're like, look, this is where you've got to stand.
What, they were confused by the concept of a semicircle?
He had his own specific point where he had to stand.
So you agreed a possibly semicircle that then became a V?
Yeah. The issue was, like, Ben, he drew it up the night before. We had a meeting the night before and he said, right, for those that are still struggling with what we're doing today...
And they really were struggling.
They were struggling with the concept of a half circle.
The issue I had with it is I look at that board and I go, but that's not to scale. And I thought we were meant to be closer than what the picture actually said.
So you edged, because you went over the line, didn't you?
Yeah, which I thought we were all going to do. So then I look back and they go, oh, no, they're not doing it. I'm like, well, I've already committed now.
Yeah. and the team has received a fine of, is it £2,000 or dollars? What's the...
Yeah.
And so who's paying the fine?
Joe.
Am I? So there wasn't a wind-up.
So do New Zealand, do the All Blacks do their anthem as well? Or they do the haka instead of the anthem?
They do it all.
Well,
So they get the... But you just get the anthem?
Yeah.
So you should... Why don't we get... Let's push for something. Like you could do It's Raining Men or something like that, you know what I mean? To scare them back.
That's pretty well rehearsed by now.
It's convenient that you bring that up, actually, because that's a go-to karaoke song for someone sat on...
Who does that? Who's the go-to karaoke, is that? Tom?
Yeah, it's a guilty pleasure.
And you're single.
You're young, you're single, this is your time to shine.
It's an audition for your cousin.
OK, you don't have to know. Hey, fans all over the world, of course, so many fans in the UK, and including famous fans. Prince Harry, big supporter of rugby generally, and a big supporter of you guys out this year, and he was out there for the matches. It must be lovely having that kind of support. He's
a brilliant supporter of the team. He has been for a number of years.
Yeah.
He's the patron of the RFU, so he supports us as much as he can. He loves his rugby. Doesn't seem to like me too much.
So, Joe, what did he say to you?
Well, you know, we've just lost the final of the World Cup. You know, the pinnacle of our career. We're all a little bit down, feeling sorry for ourselves in the change room after having a couple of beers to drown our sorrows. He's doing the rounds, saying hello to the boys, catching up with the guys, saying, unlucky lads, thank you for everything, etc., etc. And he comes over to me, and I always get a little bit nervous around royals.
Sure.
Not that I've met too many of them, just him. I still get nervous around him because you don't know what the rules are about.
Especially after a match.
So I try and ignore him, just because if you close your eyes, it's not happening. But he chose not to ignore me, and I said, oh, hello, thank you for your support. He said, oh, still not shaved the beard then.
He's very observant.
But, yeah, he's
got a bit of fluff.
Yeah, he's got a bit of fluff, which is strange for a royal.